Guys, and welcome back to another of my YouTube videos. If you're new here, you're really welcome. My name's Laura, and this is part 3 of my series of the most important and commonly asked interview questions for medical school. These are questions that I got asked at my medical school interviews, and they are really vital that you can answer well and get right. They are important as they are basically the make or break whether you get into medical school and get offers or not. You are assessed on lots of different parts of the interview process, and it is important that you have a fair idea of what to expect when you go into your interviews. So this video is answering the question, why did you choose this medical school? This is a common question and one I got asked at several of my interviews. It's important that you're able to give them sort of information that they're wanting to hear. It has to be unique and not just something that you could have looked up on their website. This question is one to think about in advance and have a fair idea of what you're going to say. Definitely, as I've mentioned with all my other videos, do not write out your answers and learn them off. Interviewers really don't like it. However, you do not want to stumble and look like a rabbit in headlights when you get asked this question. So it is a good idea to sort of source some information about the university and really think about the reasons that you decided to go here. It's a question that could catch you quite easily off guard, so here are a couple of things that I would think about mentioning if I was to go back and do my interview again. So some of the reasons that I chose my universities were because they were very specifically suited to me. One of the reasons I chose my medical schools were because of the style of teaching. I think I'm quite a case-based learner or an integrated style learner, so the medical schools I chose were not PBL or traditional, they were case-based learning or integrated. You could elaborate on why you chose these and sort of talk a bit about your personal skills and qualities that will lead you to learn well in the environment the university has for you. Another huge factor about why I chose my universities was the location, and this is a really vital sort of thing to mention, as for some people a campus-style university or a city-style university could really affect your learning ability at the university. You might want to talk about the facilities and what they have to offer, such as the fact that they have new labs or that they have full body dissections. You might want to talk about how they have an amazing library and give them a couple of pieces of information that you've looked up on their website. They're keen to see that you really know why you're choosing the medical school, and they also do want a bit of a rub of ego, so it is quite good if you can talk to them and give them what they're wanting to hear. Things about their research facilities and also the research papers that they've recently released are really good things to slip in if you know about this. It can show that you've done your research yourself and that you really understand what the medical school has to offer and why it would suit you best. You could also mention some of the clubs and societies that you find interesting and how you would have a good impact on them. You can bring in skills and qualities that you have that would benefit the university and why they would actually consider choosing you as much as you consider choosing them. If you've had the chance to talk to other students at the school, it might also be a good idea to mention some of their reviews and their thoughts of the time they've had at the medical school. All of these things are very much unique to you, so you should go away and think of some more yourself, but they're the sort of things that I would have talked about again at my interviews. Avoid waffling and listing off a lot of different things that aren't really relevant to the question, and also maintain eye contact and look composed throughout. If you are struggling to think of things to say, start talking a bit about yourself and why you would fit well with the medical school. It is important that you don't leave long gaps between talking about things, but you also don't want to just fill time by babbling on about nonsense. Once you've finished your interview, it is a good idea to thank the interviewer as it does leave them with a good impression of you. Your body language is also marked, so do think about this during your interviews. So I hope this video has given you a better understanding of how to answer the question and also what things you might want to go away and think about yourself. These videos are just a base to sort of springboard your answers from, so I do recommend going and sort of thinking about some things so that you're not caught out when you're in your own interviews. Make sure to be unique and memorable, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all my new videos and content that I'll be releasing to help you on your journey through the medical school application process. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!